What's up, everybody? Scott with another Doing It Better video. I haven't done one in a long time. I think it's been a month, maybe even more. But I'm still making them, still putting up posts on Instagram and my Facebook page and everything else. Just been really busy, whatnot, with the holidays, of course, going on, and been writing a book, about to get published. Received the first draft of my cover this morning, and it's absolutely amazing. And it got me thinking about this year and what difference this year has made compared to 12 months ago from right now. Totally different person, totally different life. And it got me thinking about New Year's resolutions. And this morning I put a post up on Instagram that said, and it shared it through everything else, Twitter, etc. Basically saying that goal setting isn't complicated. All that you have to do is figure out what it is that you want to do, figure out what it is that it's going to take to get there, and then do it, and follow through and stick to it. But the problem is that most people have is the sticking to it part. Everybody makes these plans of grandeur and, you know, I want to do this and I want to do that, and I'm going to be this, I'm going to be that, but they don't follow through, they don't stick with it. And you know, I never really knew why, and I think I know a little bit why now, but I never really got that excited or that into, you know, making New Year's resolutions. It just didn't, I don't know if it was, maybe it was just because I was being negative and didn't want to make any changes or something, but I think a big part of me also deep down just didn't buy into it. And I'll tell you why. It's because, and I'm not the first person to say this, so I'm not pretending like I'm being original here at all, but you're not any different on January 1st at, 12:01. You're not any different than you were at 11:59 on the 31st. You're not any different. So when you're setting your goals, if you're one of the people that sets New Year's resolutions, if you're setting those goals, really examine yourself, where you're at, what it is that you're doing now, and why it is that you're saying that you want to do this New Year's resolution. Do you really want to, and are you really ready to make the change that you are, posting about on Facebook and telling your friends about, tweeting about? Or are you just buying into the hype and you don't want to be the only person on Facebook that's not saying anything about New Year's resolutions so that you don't look lazy? Because, maybe you'll initially look lazy if you don't say something about, oh, here's my New Year's resolutions, A, B, and C. But you'll really look like an idiot when you're like, oh, guys, here's my A, B, and C New Year's resolutions, and then you don't follow through with any of them. That's when you're going to look like an idiot. That's when you're going to look lazy. So I'm not trying to be negative about New Year's resolutions. I'm just saying be realistic about them and make sure that they are what you actually want to do. Make sure that your New Year's resolutions are part of the mold that you want to become, that you want to fit into, that you really want to fit into. Not, if you're not somebody that cares that much about their personal appearance and all that kind of stuff, don't say that you're going to lose 20 pounds. If you're somebody that just really doesn't care about, maintaining their own vehicle, don't say that you're going to learn how to work on your truck or your car or whatever. If you don't care about your diet, don't say that you're going to start eating more vegetables and fruits and all these things. Examine yourself when you're making your New Year's resolutions. Really make sure that it's something that you want to do, and it's something that, even more importantly, that you're ready for. Because if you can't see it in your head, if you can't believe that you're going there, if you're not sure that that's going to happen, that that's where you want to go, we all have shreds of doubt. They're there. It's human. But if you're not all but 110% sure that that is exactly what you want, and that's exactly what you're going to do, then don't bother starting. Just don't. Because if you are not sure, if you're not passionate about the change that you are going to make, you are going to run out of steam really fast. Greg Plitt said something to the effect of, everybody's hot off the start, but a couple of weeks into it or a couple of months into it, when the wear and tear and the grind starts coming on, that's when that passion needs to come into play. Because if you don't have that passion, if you don't have that self-belief, if you don't have that true desire, the real personal desire to do what it is that you're saying that you wanted to do, you're going to go screw it. You're going to say that it's not worth it. You're going to say it's not what you really wanted. You're going to say that I was just all excited about New Year's resolutions, and you're going to burn out and you're going to quit. And when you do that, it's just going to stack another failure against you. You're going to feel worthless. You're going to say, oh my gosh, I failed again, blah, blah, blah. And you're just going to feel bad about yourself. So real growth, I think, comes with realism, if that's even really a word. Being a realist. You have to know what it is that you want. You have to really know what it is that you want, or else you're just going to end up disappointing and hurting yourself. You're going to make yourself look bad to the people around you, and really, you're just going to set a bad example. You're just going to set a bad example, because every time that someone that looks up to you sees you set a goal and you not follow through with that, you are subconsciously giving that person permission to do the same thing, because they look up to you. You're displaying this behavior, and so they go, well, that's okay. You know, the classic, be the change that you want to see. If you're a parent and you want your kids to do good things, do good things. If you're a parent and you want your children to be healthy, to be intelligent people, to be productive members of society, then you have to be those things, or else why would they? You are their ultimate example. And that can be the same even if you're not a parent. If you're a brother, if you're a sister, it really doesn't matter. If you're a role model in any type of niche, then you got to set the example. You have to be the change that you want. So I'm ranting on a little bit here, but I wanted to make another video. It's coming to the end of 2015, which has truly been the best year of my life. Done crazy things that I didn't think that would happen. Lost 59 pounds. Probably put on a pound or two with the holiday eating habits. But lost 59 pounds, wrote a book, about to get published. You know, started working from home, which has been a really big dream of mine for a while. Dealt with all kinds of issues, improved the relationship with my wife. 2016 is looking to be even better. So make your 2016 better. Look back on 2015 on what it is that you wanted to do and you didn't do, and revisit it. And make sure that when you are setting your 2016 New Year's resolutions, that you're setting goals for things that you really want, that you really want. You're not going to lose weight if you don't want to lose weight. You don't want to lose weight. You're not going to get better at a certain skill if it's not important to you. So be a realist with the goals that you're setting, guys. Well, thanks for chatting with me about New Year's resolutions and 2015 and looking forward to 2016. And this is Scott with Doing It Better, and go do something great.